Hey guys, I'm just taping down 2 sheets of postcard paper. I think it's like 140 or 120 pound, just thick enough so that it doesn't bleed through or warp the paper. And I'm taping 2 this time, so I'm not rushing to tape a second one just to paint with the extra paint that I always seem to have. So I just like to use the blue tape. I've seen a lot of people questioning how to or what to do to your tape so it doesn't peel off part of your paper, but I never have problems with this just blue tape from Walmart. I don't think it's any special brand or anything. It's just like blue painter's tape. But I added some light purple, some dark purple, and some light blue, and then white between the purples so that they would blend together pretty evenly and give it some cloudy texture for the sky. I really enjoy painting scenery, so a lot of my backgrounds end up being the sky or the water to some sort of lake or mountain scenery. I really want to branch out. I would love to paint ocean water. I just have such a hard time with all the different texture and color that is needed to make water look like water. I love painting really simple art, really simple paintings. That was so much purple. I did not need all that purple, so here I'm going to scrape some of that away and use it as I paint if I need it later on. That way it's not stuck to the blue tape anywhere and I don't accidentally grab purple when I'm painting with lighter colors or blue. I forgot what I was saying, but I would love to paint water. I'm actually doing a water mural painting here soon. I live in Scottsdale, Arizona, so it's super hot right now, and the mural is going to be outside, so I'm not working on that yet, and I need to practice painting water. I might have some practiced videos coming up soon. I've really been trying to figure out what to do with these videos. I love painting. I love making videos of me painting. It's really hard to talk as I paint. As you can tell, I've sped up this video quite a few times just so that we're not sitting here watching a 30-minute video. So I decided to talk in the background maybe about what I'm doing or what I'm painting. I know that the the music that you can't get copyrighted from, I know that music sucks and everybody knows all of the tunes, and it's hard to listen to and it's hard to enjoy a video when you're watching it with that music in the background. So I figured I would just give it a shot with this talking, but here I am blending what will be, if I remember correctly, this is just going to be the watery blue lake at the bottom of both of these mountain sceneries. As you can see, the white kind of added a flowy texture that would act as like clouds in the sky. Here is the extra paint that I am now going back and using to paint my mountains. I knew this paint would come in handy, but I always seem to get it on my arm if I set it down on the blue tape surrounding my paintings, and it also just looks really sloppy. It's really hard to peel the tape up afterwards if I've got a bunch of paint on there. So here I am just blending the purple down into the blue to give it kind of an edge, like water, kind of. I think the funny part about me saying I'm gonna talk in videos is that in this specific one you can actually hear the country music and the radio playing in the background, so I apologize if you're not a country fan. But here I am also just blending the second mountain down into the lake to make it look kind of like an edge for water, kind of adding some blue in there just to blend it out, not getting a fine line but also trying to add a kind of reflection on the water. As you can see, it's not fully blue, it's not fully purple, it just kind of looks like a reflection or a shadow on the water. I'm not very detailed in my paintings. I don't like to do too much detail if I don't have to. I love, like I said before, simple paintings. They're just a lot easier to get started with. As you could see, I just picked out a few different colors that I wanted to paint with. At first, I had no intention with these two paintings. I only had the intention of I want to use purple, white, and blue, and with that I want to make something. And that's normally how I begin with my paintings. How I begin starting them is I just pick out some colors and I just start with the background, and whatever I think the background looks like could be in front of it, I then begin to paint. I really rarely, unless it's a commission project or a specific painting for someone, I don't have the end picture in mind when I begin. It is more just about colors. In the right one, I wanted to add a little bit more of the blue in the background to give it kind of a questionable look. I wanted it to be a little more unclear whether the background blue was water or if it was the sky. I wanted that one to be a little bit more up to your imagination, whereas the left one is kind of decided for you. There's a little bit of blue in the background right at the kind of intersection of the two paintings on the left one, and that just is covered at the top by purple and makes it look like water, whereas on the right one it's kind of up to your imagination, like I said. And I like the feeling of not knowing exactly what the artist was intending when they painted something, just because it adds a little mystery, and you can never know the real story until you talk to the person that painted it, which also adds a little bit of value to it as well. Here I am using, I do not know what to call this paintbrush. All I can compare it to is, if you just saw there, it kind of looks like a fork. There's like 4 or 5 little pieces of the bristles that stick out further than the other ones, and it kind of looks like a fork. It's perfect for snow, for grass. It's a really great paintbrush. As you can tell, I was slamming it down a little bit there to blend out the white paint, but I love to add little snow caps to my mountains. I think it adds just a little cool wintry effect, especially when it's this hot out right now in Arizona. We're in 3-degree weather. The high for today is 110, which is better than 115, but it's still 3-degree weather. Like I said, I just use the blue paint from Walmart, blue painter's tape, not blue paint, blue tape from Walmart, and as you can see, I really have no problem with it tearing my painting paper at all. Even if it does, it doesn't normally ruin the painting, and it's normally on the edge, and like I said, it rarely happens anyway. But here are my 2 finished paintings. I also just finished doing these nails a few days ago. If you want to see nail videos of me trying to do my nails, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening. And let me know if this was cool, or I don't know. I'm not really painting for anybody else or making these videos for anybody else. They're more just for me. So thanks for watching my video. See ya.